Alright everybody, this is going to be the interview of two different videos. Well, actually it's kind of like the same video.
Take two.
In, whatever. She's going to be, my Boomy, right, is going to be interviewing me. You're going to see my answers while I am over here in her video and she's asking them. So I will be linking her page onto this video so you guys can watch her ask and you'll be able to see my reactions. So here goes to question number one.
We're gonna try this again. Alright. Now, what was the last weirdest thing you saw?
What do you mean by weirdest thing?
That you thought was weird. What was the last thing you saw that was completely fucking weird?
But was it real or not? Because I see things that
real.
are real. The last real weirdest thing I ever saw would be Jenna. It was weird seeing her that last time.
Not like weird as in like
creepy, like weird.
Like what the fuck is that?
Renee with a dude after being with a girl, married to a girl for years.
Am I answering these questions or just you?
I am. You're interviewing.
Oh, I don't get the answer.
I'll interview you next.
Promise?
Yeah.
Okay. How many questions are we going for? Just like time limit? Alright. Did you dream about anything last night?
Yes, I did, but I don't remember my dreams.
You don't ever?
No.
Do you remember?
Rarely.
Alright, what's the last dream you remember having?
I know there was one, but I don't remember what it is right now. So the last one that I remember I had moved to Hawaii and this was before me and Jeff started talking again, and me and Sammy, she picked me up from the airport and we went to this Mexican food restaurant that we like absolutely love, and Jess turns around and is like, hey, it took you guys a while to get here. And then I woke up because that freaked me the fuck out because I wasn't even talking to her at that time. Yeah, that was weird.
Okay.
Or if you want to know a really weird dream I've had, I once had a dream that something happened to my leg. So said the doctors. I just know that I woke up from anesthesia or like something happened and I woke up in a hospital bed and they had a sheet up over my stomach like they would for a cesarean, and they were amputating my right leg at the thigh, and I was awake for it, but I didn't feel it. But there was no real reason why they were amputating my leg, and they told me that there was nothing wrong with it. They were giving me like somebody else's leg, like I was donating a leg and they were giving me somebody else's leg. But when they put that leg back on, they just like had like enough skin to cover up where they cut off my thigh, like from my thigh, and I was supposed to let it was in a cast for a little bit and it was supposed to heal on its own. And then like it skips to me and Jenna are in Walmart, and she knows that I can't walk very fast or run because my leg starts to fall down. So she starts running down Walmart, and I'm trying to run after her, and I have to yell at her to stop because my leg is falling down. And people are looking at me weird.
If you could trade a body part with someone, what body part would it be? And with who?
I would want Jenna Marble's boobs.
They are fantastic.
They are perfect size.
Her whole body is fantastic.
They're not too big. They're not too small. Perfect size.
Personally, I think she looks better without makeup.
I think she has amazing boobs.
As I sneeze.
So that's whose boobs I would want.
Allergic to bullshit. Sorry. Have you ever been in a beauty pageant?
Yes, I have. Actually.
Tell me about that.
I was about 4 or 5.
I have a cold, so you're
I
gonna hear
just
me blow my nose.
remember-
I'm so sorry.
I just remember my dad and my mom took me, and I wore this skirt, and I had like an undershirt on because I was wearing a silk purple shirt, and it was kind of see-through because it was silk.
Apparently my nose is
And
bleeding.
I was in the pageant, and I won first place for my age category.
How old were you?
4 or 5.
You built forts as a kid, right?
Yes.
What was your favorite fort you've ever built?
Okay,
Where?
my favorite fort would be at my Uncle Danny's house when him and my Aunt Gail were still married. And me, my mom, and David lived with them. And Brandy, I call her my sister, she's my cousin. Brandy and Courtney shared a room. And like on the weekends and stuff, we would, like, I would camp out in there. And they had this awesome bunk bed where it was like the top. And then like underneath it, there was like a shelves for like a desk and the full bed that came out. So we would take like their comforters and their sheets and tuck it into the top bunk and pull it all the way down around. So it was like this like house where we would have shelves and cabinets and stuff for like snacks and food. And we had this cool light we put in the middle, and like that was the best fort ever. Cause like it was enough for 3 of us, and it was like its own little like house. It was pretty sweet. With air conditioning, so I didn't even have to be in a treehouse.
I'm totally having my question. Oh. You sing in the shower?
I will sing anywhere and everywhere.
What's the last song that you sang in the shower?
Even if people don't see me.
What's the last song you sang in the shower?
The last time I had the radio on, and I don't remember what was playing.
Okay, what's your favorite song to sing in the shower?
I don't have a favorite song to sing in the shower.
What's your favorite song to sing?
Music. I don't have a favorite song to sing.
Currently.
Nicki Minaj or Kesha.
Yeah, any of theirs?
Yeah. For Nicki Minaj's Moment for Life, and Blow by Kesha, or TikTok, or Blah Blah Blah, or We Are Who We Are.
What did you want to be when you grew up when you were a little kid?
I wanted to be a lawyer or psychologist.
What the hell? When you were a little kid?
Yep. That was the first actual career I wanted that I can remember wanting.
Oh, that works.
And I was 5.
Who is, since, alright, I'm going to have no fucking idea about her answer to this question, but I'm going to ask it just because I know it's going to be interesting enough for her to ramble on for the next 4 minutes, and I'm going to have no idea what she's talking about. But who is your most inspirational writer and author, and why? She's a fucking bookworm, nerdy girl, so you ask me, I'm going to be like, Todd McFarlane, and that has nothing to do with anything. It's comic book shit.
My most inspirational writer would be...
Or author. It can be either a poet, author,
okay,
whatever.
I will do writer first, and then I will do author, because my favorite writer is a couple people, and they're not authors. Jess, Ray, and Sammy are my favorite writers. My favorite inspirational writers. My favorite authors...
I asked if she get published.
My favorite authors would be Stephanie Meyer, Arthur Nessessian, Bret Easton Ellis.
Oh,
it
yes.
would be Laurel K. Hamilton, PC Cast with J Cast, and it would also have to be Janet Evanovich. Or Patricia Cornwell.
What is your favorite Bret Easton Ellis book so far? What ones have you read? Tell me what ones you've read, and then what one's your favorite.
I don't know the names I've read. They're actually packed up. But
I can tell you what they are.
My favorite...
American Psycho,
I know
Less Than Zero.
My favorite book that he's ever wrote would be American Psycho.
Why?
Because I loved the detail he went into. I loved the psychoticness, and I loved how it was actually, like, written how a real person would actually think. And
Have
how,
you seen
like,
the movie?
people actually think. Yes, and I hate the movie.
How close do you rate the book to the movie?
I rate the book to a 10 and the movie to a 2.
I mean, similarity. Like,
Not much similarity at all.
now, how you pictured the main character? Who would you have played? Instead of Christian Bale, who would you have picked to be the lead actor?
Johnny Depp.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that because I have read and seen
that, and because in Secret Window, it was
that's the first thing that popped in my head is when you said Secret Window.
Secret Window, because it was almost like the same thing, where it was really he could play it very well.
Okay, I love how I think I'm not going to be able to talk to you about this, and we both pop in the same thing.
Next question.
If you had to remove a sense, one of your 5 senses, what would it be? Would it be touch, smell, sight, taste, or
touch?
Touch? You wouldn't want to feel anything?
With my hands, touch.
Yeah, I know.
I would not want to touch with my hands anything.
Really?
Mhm.
You take that away over taste or smell, and
I am a person.
Sight and hearing are like a given. You don't want to get rid of sight or hearing, but I mean your smell, your touch, and your taste.
I love the way certain things smell, and I also, what attracts me to certain people is a smell. Their smell, certain smells. So I could not be able to smell the person I'm with. And taste, I love food way too much to not have to taste it. See,
I would have said. I would have, because I want to butt in. I don't know if you're going to ask this question when you interview me next in like 2.5 minutes, but I would get rid of smell, because yeah, the whole smell reminds me of people, but that is usually when I'm missing someone, the part that hurts the most, and I'd rather not smell, especially with my sinus infection. I'd rather not smell some of the nastiest shit in the fucking world, or or whatever anyway. I'd rather keep my touch, because when it comes to that also is relation to sex. And if I can't feel, I can't get off, can't have sex, I can't touch someone else. Don't ignore me.
I'm not.
She's ignoring me. Wouldn't you, I mean, seriously, would you rather, like, smell and be able to smell shit? Or would you rather be able to touch and have sex?
You can still have sex.
No, I know, but what's sex without feeling?
I'm more of a giver, so you're asking the wrong person.
Yeah, but...
Or I'm more of a receiver.
But if you can't feel what so-and-so is doing...
No, you said touch, as in me touching, not the actual feeling of
No, I mean
touched.
This whole sensation, I mean, that is a sense. I mean, feeling, anything, anywhere.
Okay, then it would be smell.
So we agree on it. So you just didn't get the question. We have a lot of miscommunication, and why?
No, it's not just that. It's more of a technical or literal thing.
She's very technical, and I'm very vague, like open when it comes to a lot of things.
Yeah.
Because I like it to get to technical. She starts with the technical. She's around the corner ahead of me, and I'm ADDing over here somewhere.
So, by the way, everybody like my hair.
She looks like Pebbles.
And I think it is one of the cutest hairstyles I've ever done before in my life. They're two separate little ones, and I think that it is amazing, and everybody else should love it.
What's your favorite time of day? We have one more question left.
My favorite time of day is night. Sunset to
what kind
night.
of what kind of night? Like dark night?
Yeah.
So like the dead of night.
That from sunset to the darkest, right before it turns to dawn.
Yeah, so darkest night. Yeah. So after dusk, before dawn. You like dark night. Okay.
Alright, so that is my interview, and we will be posting her interview next. Thanks for watching, and I hope you learned a little bit, and maybe some of your feedback on some of the questions. I'd like to know what some of you thought about some of the questions. So, and what your answers would be, because I'd like to know. So, here we go, signing off.